everybody, and welcome to episode 157 of the Let's Play world. We're starting off today over in the map room because I wanted to show you what some of the work we did looks like. So last episode, we started building a wall around our base. And you can see really thinly this circle here that goes all the way around. And I think today what I want to do is I want to get rid of all of the trees that are inside that circle. But first, another thing I want to show you is this map. I went ahead and I added a banner right here that says Ship Battle, so we can see where in the world that sits compared to everything else. And like I'd mentioned, that Ship Battle was a viewer's suggestion that I had on the wall of tasks. So if we run up there and take a look at the wall, Ship Battle, Ship Battle, Ship Battle. There it is that the Blaine train had suggested, so that can come off. So there's a couple things up here. For example, the circle, we're still working on that, so I'm not going to take that off quite yet. Also, wool farm, we've made a ton of progress, but we're not quite done with that. I've been letting the wool farm run, and as you can see, nothing has changed since last episode. And the reason for that is because I changed the timing on the minecart. I added a whole stack of items to that timer over there, so the minecart will only come up here about every 60-ish times. So it's just going to sit over there, fill up, and then after about 60, 65 times the farm goes off, it'll make the trek up here and load up these chests. So I'm just going to let that run, and once it makes its trek up here and dumps off the wool, I'll show you how much shows up. So the first big project I want to work on today is clearing out those trees inside the circle. And I think today I also want to get back into the Nether and do some work on our Nether Monument. But first I want to give you some of the results of some of the trivia questions that I have asked recently on the YouTube channel. So some of these were a little trickier than previous questions I had asked. The first one was, which of the following are not used to breed mobs? 55% of you got that one right. A lot of people guessed slimeball, cactus, and hay bale, but those are used to breed different mobs. Second question, which of the following mobs is considered neutral? Most of you got this one right. The spider, 73% of you guessed that. Piglin Brute actually got 12% of the vote, and that is definitely an aggressive mob. Regular piglins are neutral, but the Piglin Brute is a mean mob. And finally, this one I stumped you. Which mob is shortest? The correct answer is horse, and only 20% of you guessed that. The strider got 40% of the vote, and I can totally see that. I think the strider actually loses a couple pixels when it's standing in lava, because it doesn't look very tall. But yeah, the sniffer, the strider, and the creeper are all taller than a horse. Y'all seem to really like these trivia questions, so I'll keep posting one each week. And now I want to get down to business and get these trees cleared out of here. You can kind of see the wall out there that we put in last week, and all of these trees I want to clear out. Well, that really changes the landscape up quite a lot. See, we've got a fair amount of room between the wall and the water here. And I've heard ideas like, like a formal garden. I think we could do that for sure. But I feel like we've just got a ton of room where we could do potentially some other things as well. As we walk around here, you can see there's some different stuff we're going to have to contend with. A little bit of a weird water feature here. And then this side dips down quite a lot. You can see the edge of the water here. So we'll probably want to terraform that a little bit as we come down here. This is pretty dramatic. And there's a little bit of a ravine right here. A little bit of a cave situation here. We'll have to figure that out. And yeah, potentially we could just kind of explore some of these caves and see, what's going on down there. That might be interesting. Back here, pretty straightforward. And then as we come along here, another couple of cave type situations. And just a little pocket cave here. Tons of space. Definitely need to build the wall up more. And yeah, a formal garden would be a cool thing to do. We could even do, like, let's say we did 4 formal gardens. Let's say we did one kind of in line with this farm, one in line with that farm, one over here and one over here. But then we would still have some space. We could build something else out here. So if you've got ideas, definitely let me know what you're thinking. So I think next thing I'm going to do is hop back up top here. And I think I want to head back to where we're building the Nether Monument and see about getting some work done over there. Man, every time I make this journey, I forget how far of a walk it is to get over here. We are really far away. I haven't been over here in a bit, so yeah, I haven't been doing anything as far as work between episodes, so it's pretty much as we left it. You may recall I sketched out these big squares that I wanted to kind of grind everything down to this level and then just turn those into platforms so we could build our big pyramids on top of those. So that's the plan. I think the next step is just keep grinding away at this until we get it kind of down to that level. I don't know if there's really a good way to do it. There's just all kinds of dangerous stuff out here. Besides the blazes and the wither skeletons, we've got hoglins, endermen, everything else. So yeah, I'm just going to try and find the safest place I can and just start stripping this all away. Well, the progress is slow but steady. You can see I got a lot of this cleared out here, and I took a lot of that nether brick and started to fill in the platform on this side. If we take a peek here, you can see, yeah, starting to make a little bit of progress here on the platform. Obviously a long way to go. And similarly over here, we still need to grind all of this down so that it is down to that level there. Some of these areas that lie outside of the square, you can see down here where I put some blackstone buttons to make the areas non-spawnable. I might continue doing that. Let me know what you think about that, or if you have other ideas on how to make it so we don't get things spawning outside of our pyramids. Between episodes, I might keep grinding on this a little bit and see if I can get more done. And next episode, we'll get to work on some new projects. Also, Mojang announced Minecraft Live is happening in October, less than a month away. So I'm very, very excited about that. And that's where I'm going to wrap this one up. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you had fun. Please like and subscribe if you want to follow along on the adventure. And I hope to see y'all in the next one. Bye-bye.